Hi, welcome to Schulte Sweeties YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm a mom of 3 girls ages 11, 8, and 5. We're completing our 6th year of homeschooling and about to start our 7th. So today's video is going to be like a review of what worked and didn't work for my oldest, who is 11 and she was in 6th grade. So the best thing that I think we could do that we did this year was get her a cheap, like a $5 agenda book or a calendar. It's a planner. And I just wrote down on each day, it had lines, and I wrote down like what she needed to complete each subject. So I would go in there in the early morning, and she works pretty independently. And so she was able to just look at that and check off things. And this worked out so well for us. So I really think that this will be continuing on. So we were using Write Shop E this year. She had started it last year and we were finishing it up, and it got to be fall time and it just wasn't working for us anymore. We actually even had the next level, but it was just like not what we needed anymore. And I really wanted her to get mechanics of writing and not just have like creative writing and things. She was learning some skills and getting a little bit of grammar in there, but it didn't work as well. She was also using Beowulf Grammar, and there is nothing wrong with that program. It was just that when we made the switch, we just kind of, she kind of didn't like some of the hands-on things. She likes to think she's more mature than things. So we switched to Essentials in Writing, and I will link above what like a review of it. We've been using it basically I think since January or February, and she loves it. In here, like in one of their guides, I think they have like a suggested schedule on how to use it like throughout the whole year. What we also found was online on their website, they have like an 18-week option or a 10-week option. So we decided to try to do the 18-week option. We got pretty good. We did pretty good with it. We didn't complete the 18 weeks, but she's going to work on this summer, but she is really loving it. The videos are like really short, like 5 minutes a day for each lesson, and you're sometimes doing multiple pages, multiple days work for one lesson. So if you did the normal schedule, I had her doing like a little bit faster pace for the 18-week schedule. But really it's not like, I love that the writing is broken up into different parts, and so it's like bite-sized parts, and she's able to do this. She completed a research project recently with Essentials in Writing, where she researched like a restaurant, and she really loved it. So the final project they had was they would print out their paragraphs that they wrote. They wrote like 4 or 5 different paragraphs, and then she printed out some pictures and she showed me her poster board, and she was so proud of it and loved it. I was so surprised how much she liked it. So that is a hit in our house, and we're going to continue on. So some of the other things that were included in her language arts, so she did some cursive. She can write in cursive and she can read in cursive. She doesn't choose to write in it. So we were working on this, and like kind of like a double whammy here. She was working on her states and capitals plus cursive. We didn't obviously finish this. I might have her work on it more. She was also working on typing, which this is what I'm more concerned about. Then I know she can read cursive and write in it. She doesn't really choose to. She has pretty good handwriting. I want her to learn typing. And so she was always getting frustrated with those free online programs that have like the games where you play and like it beeps at you if you get something wrong. So we started this, and it's worked really well for her. So I don't know if she finished. She's not finished with this, but she's going to keep moving on through these levels because I just want her to learn how to type. And I know that this has really been helping her. She said she's really been working on her hand positions and stuff. We have done word ladders this year, and it's gone really well. Both of my girls that use word ladders enjoy it, so I will continue on. It's kind of like a extra fun thing, I guess. Fun thing. She has been doing 180 days of spelling and word study. This was new to us this year. It has gone okay. I don't think it's her favorite thing. There's certain days of the spelling lessons that she likes with like analogies and things. She likes those days, but she doesn't love this. And honestly, like, she's pretty good at spelling now. Like a few years ago, I would say she wasn't, but I think with maturity and reading more and things, her spelling has drastically improved. So I don't think we're going to really be focusing much on spelling as much as vocabulary next year, but this has been pretty good. I went down to level 5 for her because the words were pretty intense. So like, I guess just look at the samples and see what you think, if that's, some of my books are falling. If that's something that you want to pursue, I would like look at the words. They also have younger grades, but honestly, I don't know if I would choose it for the younger grades personally. I don't know. It seemed kind of more difficult words, I guess, with younger grades as well. And you're also doing the word study too. You're not just focusing. So if you wanted to focus on vocabulary at the younger ages, then maybe that would be a perfect fit. So the next thing that we did to like help us with grammar, we actually started this at the beginning of the school year. And this was like, we did this in conjunction with like Beowulf Grammar in this, and like Write Shop and Essentials in Writing also have grammar. So I had planned on using Fix It Grammar this year. And I was like, oh, I like last second decided to get daily grams instead. I don't know why, but I just decided to. This is kind of like an extra thing for the Easy Grammar teaching system, but basically what it is just a day's work right here, and it's just extra practice. And like there's capitalization, punctuation, parts of speech. This is like parts like from a dictionary, sentence fragments, run-on, sentence combining, like, and sometimes they switch those out. So they just do 1 page a day. And honestly, like, I thought it was pretty good. We don't use the Easy Grammar system. I've checked into it. I just didn't think we wanted to do it. But I really thought that this was a great extra practice and to solidify those grammar things. Let's see where we are. Only got, of course, she's about ready for day 66. So we did not do the 180 days. And this will probably be just continuing on next year. At first she did not like it. So I had to like kind of convince her, like, let's do like a page a day pretty much. Then once we started Essentials in Writing, when she had grammar lessons, I didn't make her do daily grams, but when she has writing lessons, since the writing lessons are broken up and it's not too much a day, I had her doing a daily grams as well. I think that it was pretty good. I did get Fix It Grammar thinking like maybe we need to switch to Fix It Grammar, but we didn't end up switching to it. She liked this enough that I thought, well, we'll just keep this going. Then the other part of our language arts has not gone as well was literature. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have her read these certain novels and we'll do literature guides. What kind of came from that was we started with Out of My Mind, and it was a pretty interesting book. It's about a girl that has disabilities and like just kind of her journey and stuff. And we did, I think I did like a general literature guide with that. We did a few pages, but I wasn't like, it was hard for me to like implement, I guess. So then of that literature guide. So then I had this, and I was trying to read this too. She got maybe halfway in the book, and she was doing some of these pages of this literature guide. We didn't get very far in it. But what happened was right around that time when she was starting this book and reading it, we decided to do like a project of like researching someone, and she decided she wanted to research Anne Frank, and so she read Diary of Anne Frank. So instead of like pursuing this anymore. We kind of just dropped it and haven't picked it back up. So she did that for a couple months where she was like reading and researching Anne Frank, and then she did like a poster board and things of Anne Frank's life and stuff. So we didn't really do any more literature guides after that, but she has been reading, and so honestly I haven't really pushed it too much because we are going to be doing a different curriculum next year for literature. We're actually going to do a curriculum, and they have like one novel study as well as learning about different parts of like literature. So I'm excited for that, and I think it'll help me like for us to complete it, because it's really hard to like pick these things up. And I don't know, I don't always love some of these like open-ended questions and things. Math, that's like her big thing that she does pretty independently. So she started out the year with Math 5, even though she was in grade 6, and she did over half. So she completed this. I printed out the PDF. She did the first half and then some of the second half. And I was already looking for other curriculum for her to start next year. And she decided, she was like, and all along she had been telling me she loved this math, loved this math, loved this math. But then like it got to a point that she was just like, I would like to switch now. And I'm like, what? I had been researching, and what she chose to start with was Alex Math. I have a video review of like Alex Math. We started it with our public virtual school, and we got like a discounted subscription. But then I also was in contact with Unlock Math, and they gave me a free subscription for a year to try it out with her to see what we thought of it and to share with you our thoughts and things. And so I will have another review about Unlock Math. I'm really excited to share with you, but Alex Math and Unlock Math were so much of a better fit with her than The Good and the Beautiful. She was getting so frustrated with this. So Alex Math, especially at first, really encouraged her, which I'm really thankful for, because they did like a test, and she knew more than she thought she did, and she was moving really quickly through that program. But we got to the part where like she is now kind of like, it's a lot harder for her to learn the little subtopics in Alex Math, and she is really kind of struggling, I think, now. And their lessons, like their video lessons, they like kind of list out like how to do this little topic, and then they have like a short video that's not the greatest quality. It's just kind of boring, and so it's very difficult to really learn, I feel like, in that program. I was excited about the program too. So I'm really thankful. We still alternate some days with Alex Math, but more she has been focusing on Unlock Math, and I really appreciate that. It's an online program as well. It grades it for her. She types in the answers right there. She is able to test out of some of the subjects if she already knows. Like she's doing the foundations program right now, and she is able to really like focus on the things that she needs to. Like she's already kind of tested out of like multiplication and division and some of those things that she's great at, but then she's able to focus more on, like, we've been really working on exponents right now and stuff. So they have it by topics, and she just goes through like the lesson. They have at the beginning, they have like a review for like I think 5 questions, and then they watch a video, and then there is 10 problems going through the videos after the video, and then you have like I think 10 more problems of review and then one extra credit problem. So so there's like 26 or so problems a day. It can be a lot, especially if she's like not motivated, but I really appreciate the videos. They go through it pretty well. I will do a review of that very soon, of its own video, but I have really liked Unlock Math. She's starting to really appreciate it too now, I think, after kind of coming to a halt with Alex Math. So I am glad that we actually have both of those maths going on at the same time, and we didn't just focus on Alex Math, since we are coming to this crucial point, I guess, where she is like struggling. So moving on from math, some of the other things that we have done, she does like mind benders. I think I also had like a even more like thinking skills or something. She mainly does mind benders anymore. She enjoys these. We don't do them like maybe once a week or every other week. I also added in for all of my girls this 180 days of social studies. It has done what it needed to do. We are in that public virtual school, so this like helped us like meet those goals. It has like civics and history and geography and economics in it, I think. So it has all those topics that we really needed to touch on. It's pretty boring. It's black and white. I'll show you. We did not finish it. Might pick it back up, but it's like short little readings, and like I think it's good. I would appreciate this. Like I love maps too, so I love geography. They did not appreciate it so much, but it did what it needed to do, and I think it was okay. Then also with my oldest, I try to take the time where we read together History Quest. My younger ones struggled with like understanding what was going on with History Quest, so I read that with her and we kind of just talk about it and go through that. We've been doing early times this year, and then we'll just kind of move on with the program, but I appreciate those times where we read those chapters each week. So that has gone really well. I'm glad that we switched that where it's just her, because she has really good reading comprehension skills too, so that helps. So that is what we did for 6th grade and how our 6th grade year went. I would love to hear how your school year went, and thanks for watching this video.